Today, we're diving into the world of high-stakes commercial real estate right in the heart of one of London's most exclusive districts, Mayfair. We're going to take a look at how one specialist agency, LDG, is kind of changing the game for businesses that are looking for that perfect space in a super competitive market. So let's be real. If you're looking for a place for your business, you already know that a market like Mayfair can be a massive challenge. I mean, it's a high-stakes environment, and finding the right spot can feel, well, pretty daunting. But here's the thing, it really doesn't have to be. LDG works on this core belief that the journey to find your perfect commercial space should actually be simple, clear, and predictable. And you know what? That goes for everybody, whether you're a startup just needing a couple of desks or a huge global corporation. Okay, so this brings us to what really makes them different. It's not just about the properties they're listing, it's about a whole philosophy, a totally different way of thinking about what an estate agent should even be. And this quote says it all, doesn't it? It's a real shift in identity. So instead of just focusing on the hard sell, the LDG team sees themselves as three things: marketers who create impact, listeners who are genuinely interested, and connectors who bring the right people to the right spaces. This really highlights the key difference. The traditional model is all about the transaction. It relies on a sales spiel and asking generic questions, but the LDG approach, they swap all that out for facts and strategy, for genuine connections, and for a focus on, well, people. In a market like Mayfair, where these deals involve huge amounts of trust and long-term relationships, being people-focused isn't just a nice-to-have, it's absolutely essential for success. So the bottom line is that this philosophy isn't just some marketing slogan. It's a real commitment that translates directly into a simpler, more straightforward experience for you, the client, when you're making these incredibly important business decisions. So that's the philosophy. But how does it actually turn into results? Well, it's all about a practical, perfected process. It really boils down to this clean three-part process. It's so elegant in its simplicity, and it's designed to put you, the client, first at every single stage. Market, listen, and connect. Let's break down what each of these really means. First up, marketing with impact. Look, the Mayfair audience is sophisticated. We're talking about luxury brands, hedge funds, international corporations. They don't want fluff. They want facts, and they want amazing visuals. So LDG invests in professional photography and super targeted marketing to make sure a property really, truly stands out. Second, and this is so key, is the listening part. I mean, anyone can ask about your budget or how much square footage you need, but LDG's approach is about understanding you on a human level. Like, what makes your business tick? How else can they find a space that doesn't just fit your specs, but actually fits your company culture and your vision? And third, making the right connections. You see, finding the property is just one piece of the puzzle. In a place like Mayfair, it really is about who you know. LDG uses its huge network. We're talking financial, luxury retail, private equity sectors, to manage the whole process and lock in the best possible outcome for you. Now that we've seen their process, let's have a look at the actual services, where this people-first philosophy gets put into action. Think of it as a full toolkit, designed specifically for the unique demands of the Mayfair market. Their expertise pretty much covers the whole spectrum of commercial real estate needs. You've got sales and lettings, custom property searches, high-value investment opportunities, and professional advisory stuff like valuations and management. It really is a comprehensive A to Z service. Let's just zoom in on an example. When we talk sales and lettings, this isn't just about finding an office. It's about securing those prime retail and restaurant spots in world-famous high-traffic destinations like Bond Street. And trust me, that requires some serious local knowledge and connections. And for investors, their capital markets team offers a huge advantage. This is where high-value property is treated like a financial asset, and their specialty is sniffing out those lucrative on and even off-market opportunities that you just wouldn't find anywhere else in a district this exclusive. And for landlords, their professional advisory services are built to be a totally stress-free management solution. They handle all the complex but critical stuff, like lease renewals and rent reviews, making sure the terms are both fair and favorable. And it's really important to repeat this point. Their custom dedicated service isn't just reserved for the biggest players. It doesn't matter if you're a promising startup or a global corporation. You get the exact same level of complete dedication and expertise. So, after seeing the philosophy, the process, and the services, you might be thinking, okay, what's the next step? Well, it's actually super straightforward. The question is pretty simple. If you're considering a move in the Mayfair commercial market, are you ready to maybe explore a better way of doing things? And that first step isn't some big commitment or a sales call. It's just a simple, confidential, and completely no obligation chat. It's a chance to talk about your goals and just see if their approach is the right fit for you. No pressure at all. To start that conversation, you can reach their specialist Mayfair team directly. The email is hello@ldg.co.uk and the phone number is +44 020 7580 1010. We'll end on this one crucial thought. Why does being a specialist matter so much in this market? Because a district as unique, as valuable, and as internationally important as Mayfair, well, it demands way more than a one-size-fits-all approach. It needs deep local expertise, and that is precisely what a specialist provides.